So our next example says the following. The height of a ball thrown by a child is modeled by the equation y equals negative 2x squared plus 8. Looking at the equation, what can you tell me about what kind of function is it? So you look at the degree, right? The degree is 2, right? So this tells me that it's quadratic because it's degree 2. Okay. Now, in the table of values, so you are given the value of x, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you're going to plug in, you're going to replace the x value with the x given to you. So the first one is done for us. So it's negative 2 times 0 squared plus 8. Okay. Bedmath says I have to do inside my bracket. Do I have anything inside my bracket that I can simplify? No. After the brackets, what do you have to do? What do I have to do after brackets? Yeah, bedmath. After the bracket is exponent. So I have to do the 0 squared. Okay, what's 0 squared? 0 times negative 2. 0 times negative 2, that's 0. Plus 8, so that's going to give me 8. Okay? For the next one, what do I write? Negative 2. What do I replace the x with? 1 squared plus 8. So Bedmath says I'm going to have to do my exponent before I do the multiplication, right? So I have to do the 1 squared first. That gives me 1 times negative 2. So negative 2 plus 8, which is going to give me 6. It's very important that you guys understand which one you do first. You can enter all of this in the calculator and it should give you the right answer if you enter it properly. But you also have to understand if you don't have a calculator what you need to do. Okay? So I have to do 2 squared first. That gives me 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 plus 8, that gives me 0. Then I have negative 2 times 3 squared plus 8. 3 squared is 9 times negative 2. Negative 18 plus 8 is negative 10. And my last one is negative 2. If I open bracket, that's 4 squared plus 8. 4 squared is 16. 16 times negative 2 is negative 32 plus 8, negative 24. Are we okay with this? All right. So in the table of value, I have to do the first difference. Right? So the first difference tells me I have to do the bottom y value minus the top y value. So that's going to be 6 take away 8, which is negative 2. Then 0 take away what? Which is negative 6. Now I have to do negative 10 take away 0. So that is negative 10. My last one is negative 24, and this is where you have to be careful. Take away negative 10. Negative and negative makes a positive. So it's going to be negative 14. So what's up with the first difference? Is it constant? Did we expect it to be constant at all? No, because this is not a linear function, right? Only linear function will have the first difference constant. Are we okay with this so far? Now, this is where I have to do the second difference, okay? So the second difference is a step where you have to use your first difference and do the same thing but with your first difference. So I'll take my first difference and I subtract the bottom from the top. So that's -6, take away -2. Okay? So I'm using my first difference to find my second difference. So -6 plus 2 is -4. Then -10, take away -6, that is -4. Then -14, take away -10, that's also -4. So now what do you notice about the second difference? Huh? They're all negative only? They're all the same, right? -4, -4, -4. So in this case, my second difference is constant, okay? And that's an indication of quadratic function, okay? So, it's quadratic, and we know that because the second difference is constant. Okay? So I'm gonna do going up by 2. Okay? So if I'm looking at my x values, so I have 0, 8. So 0, 8. My second point is 1, 6. Then 2, 0. Then I have 3, -10. And I have 4, -24. If I look at this and I want to draw a line, right? There's no way if I'm going to draw a line through the first 2 points or second 2 points, none of the points actually line up on the line. Okay? You see how they're way far off. Okay? So we know that this is not a straight line. So, which means if I'm going to graph this, it's going to be curvy. Okay? And it's going to keep stretching down. So as you can see here, I only have part of the parabola. Okay? I'm going to show you on a graphing calculator, okay, how would this graph look like if I'm going to look at it all together, not only at one portion of it, but I'm going to look at both sections. So if I go to a graphing calculator called Desmos, and I type the equation y equals negative, what was it, negative 2x squared? Yes? Is it negative 2x squared? Plus what? 8. Was it negative 2x squared? Yeah. So you see how the graph looks like? Right? What we have on our sheet, we have only this part of the graph. Okay? We only have the right part. Okay? But the left part is also, if I chose points in the negative, I will have the left part of it. Okay? What shape is this? What do we call that shape again? What did I say? The name of it? Parabola. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the time to fill out this table right here. Okay, so this is your equation. You're going to tell me if it's degree 1 or 2. So if it's quadratic or linear, you're going to have to fill in the table of values. Make sure you use a calculator and do it properly to find the y values, find your first and second difference, and try to graph. Okay?